Hey guys, it's Amy with Crafts by Aimee. Another event today. This is the last event for the week for me. I'm trying to find what I was going to use today. Not seeing it, even though I know it was on my desk. It's underneath my busted canvas. Yes, it is. I need to glue this on real quick before I forget. So I want to do something with doilies today in case y'all couldn't tell. I am going to grab it's in here. It's not in there. It is same place the doilies were. So Wendy is on. She's just finishing up in a minute. I can't remember if I did these. I think I did. It doesn't hurt to add extra ink. So a little extra ink never hurt anything. Unless you were pressing down, and then in which case maybe it would. Those two out of the way. Glue tool. Ugh. Where's my glue tool saying? Battery is dead. Because why not? It'll be enough for me to glue this, and that's all I need. And then I will plug it in. Hey, Mary. I will plug. Let me see if I can reach the cord. So I can plug my. I don't need it for anything, but I might as well plug it in. Because I'm not using that charger cord for anything else right now. So it is 7 Eastern, 6 Central. We are in T's paper crafting event group today. Theme is red, white, and blue. And Tamara told us that we could use anything that was red, white, and blue. It didn't have to be patriotic, but you watched me the other day. I was putting together this journal, and I will show you guys what I had to fix on it because your girl done messed up on the spine right there. But I am inking up some strips of paper that are double-sided. And I want to do some hidden paper clips, and I never know how long I want the piece of paper, so I just do the whole page. And I did print this double-sided in my printer. It wasn't paper that I got from the store or anything. I just did it myself with images from Creative Fabrica. So I thought we would do some things to put in the journal. I have pockets and stuff that I need to put in there that I need to score and do all that good stuff too. So Wendy was up before me, you guys, and she was just finishing up when I hopped on. After me is Jamie with Crafting Time with Jamie 2. And I do have more than just one piece, but we'll just use that one for right now. So yeah, when I did this journal the other day, I sewed it all in, and then I went to press down on the spine to make sure I could open and close it. And I ripped the paper really badly. So I had this red ribbon here that's slightly different than this, but I think it's okay. And I put it on, and it went all the way around on both sides of the spine piece because I ripped it on both sides. Because that's how your girl's day was going the other day. I did remember to put this in before I put my paper in, so at least I have that going for me. Hi, Tamara. And then this is a folio I actually did on Tamara's other event that was patriotic themed, so yeah. I have a lot of stuff on my desk. I also want to try and make some alcohol inks. I don't know how that's going to work, but I thought that would be fun to do. And put it on some doilies to stick in my journal. So I'm going to grab out my pockets that are in here that we need to score. We'll put some of those in the, thank you. We'll put some of these in the journal. I'm just going to grab my big one, I think. I'm always overthinking things. I'm just going to grab my big scoreboard. And for anybody that's never watched me before, I like to use an embossing tool for scoring. That way I don't rip the paper. I was trying not to rip the paper in the spine of that journal, but I wasn't using this foam folder. I was using a different one, but apparently, you know, doesn't matter what I'm using. I'm still going to mess it all up. So I'm going to score these and fold the rest of it. Okay, maybe not. No, I'm kidding. I am going to score the rest of it. It just wasn't working up there. So I fold it, and then I use my bone folder to make sure it's going to stay down. I did make this. This is part of the journal that I was making for 4th of July. I don't know why words don't want to come out of our mouths when we talk on these lives, but it's a thing, you guys. So you've got this eagle pocket, and I am going to go around that with the ink. We have this, we have 2 different flag pockets. I have this one and another one, and the flag on the other one is going a different way. Carla made those. She made the inks, or she made the pockets. I talk a lot, so I'm not really sure what I was talking about when you said that. And of course, stuff is falling. So I have a belly band and a side tuck that I already inked up. Those are already ready to go in the journal. But I did go grab my alcohol, and I had food coloring up here because, gosh, it's been almost 2 years. I did a carnation event, and I used food coloring, but I just used water. I didn't think alcohol. So this is this flag. So the flower was taking forever to make, and I only ended up making one of them. I'll show you guys because I still have it right here. It's in my rain boot with my umbrellas. So this is my carnation that I made out of coffee filters with food coloring and water. It, like I said, it took me a while to do because I used water and not alcohol. So I'm going to use alcohol. Oh, the inks? Yeah. See, I haven't done it yet. I have food coloring, and I also have the re-inking stuff for 2 of my colors. One of them is a blue, the other one's antique linen. I don't think I want to use that one, but the blue one might work. I might see how pigmented it is with the food coloring, and then if I want to, switch to the ink for the blue. I don't know why, but that's trying to like mess up my line. I don't want that. Oh, that was crooked. That was crooked AF. Let's just redo this and make the line straight. And for these, since they're straight across, I might do the I might take my little punch, my round punch, and cut out a little curvy thingy. Don't y'all love how our terminology when we're making stuff on lives? Hey, Miss Carla. Let's see. This fell in the trash can the other day when I was live. I didn't even know where it fell. I just knew it fell. And I'm just eyeballing it. I don't really care because it's not like I need to know that it's exactly. So that one's got a little cutout. And this is the other flag one I was talking about. It's a different flag from the one I just showed you. Okay, this needs to stay down so I can score this and not have it all messed up. What haven't you made, Miss Carla? You made everything. Miss Carla, do you like to make jambalaya? I know you make gumbo because I've seen pictures of your Magnolite pot. Okay, so this one is curved already at the top. Okay. And I don't want to cut this flag, so I'm not going to curve that one. And then I have 2 of the corner ones. And sometimes I don't put these on the same page. Sometimes I'm like, oh, this could go. You had jambalaya last night. I love me a good jambalaya. Let's see. That's one it. And I always have issues with these because I can never get my hands to keep them straight. I think I just really like jambalaya because it's a starchy thing with the rice. Or if you make it pasta-wise, which pastalaya is so good too. I think that's just a carb thing for me. But I mean, I love anything. Sausage, chicken, shrimp. I love seafood gumbo because I love crab meat and shrimp. And I've seen some people that put crawfish tails in their gumbo, which I wouldn't be opposed to that either. Okay, so we are going to ink up our pockets. Move that out of my way because I want my ink over here because it moves around if I have it on there. You've never made pastalaya? Pastalaya is so good. All it is making it with pasta. Like you make the stuff that you would put with rice, just put it with pasta instead. I have the Emerald Lagasse one, the recipe for him. That's what my family likes. It's sausage, shrimp, and chicken. And I like to use the Cajun sausage. Not necessarily andouille, but I do like andouille sausage some. It's not my favorite sausage, though. I like spicy in certain amounts when it comes to Cajun stuff. Sometimes I think we over-Cajun ourselves. I like when people know the right amount. Like my dad does crawfish. He knows the exact amount of this and that to put in there so that he doesn't lose. Like he doesn't over flavor everything. It's not like, oh my God, my mouth is on fire, because let me tell you, I've had those crawfish where there is so much cayenne pepper in there that your hands could be on fire. Sure, Miss Carla. You know, you were supposed to remind me to send you that document about sewing together a signature, and you didn't. I just remembered that because I was like, oh, I'll do it after I get off the live. I'll send her the recipe. Because I save all my recipes on this app on my phone, and it syncs to my computer. So it's very easy for me to save it as like a PDF and send it to somebody. Because I did that for my grandma's neighbor for, I don't know what I was making that she wanted the recipe for. I don't know if it was chicken pot pie or if it was something else. I made chicken pot pie one time at my grandma's house, and she likes it. Well, she's not here anymore. She liked it. And we had so much left over that we just made it into soup. I just ate the filling as soup instead of putting it in a pie. Because I had enough crust to make a small one that we gave the neighbor, but I had so much extra. I was like, I'm just going to put this in a container in the fridge and eat it as soup. We are inking all of the edges with my favorite ink. This is Coffee by Ranger Archival ink. Got all of our pockets done now. Move the doilies. Close the ink pad. I think I need to order that. It's not really dry yet, but I don't want to wait until it's like dried out and be like, oh, now I need it and I don't have it. So let's put some pockets in, our 2 signatures. I want to make a bigger pocket to put in the front and the back, so I'm not going to put any of them there for right now because none of these pockets are wide enough for this, in my opinion. I mean, I guess this one could work, but I really want one that's the same width, and I don't want to put it. Okay, apparently I got glue or something on this. Of course I got it on her hair, because why not? So I'm using art glitter glue. This is my preferred glue. So we'll put these pockets, well, actually that pocket might be too wide for anything. I know this one is not too wide. And I know the ones that are corner pockets are not too wide. So I'm thinking this might be the smallest paper in here because I think that's the only one that's sketch paper. So we'll put it towards the corner. Maybe not on that page. Maybe on this page. Because I don't really do a lot of writing on pages that I do graph paper. So we'll do that on this one. And because this has lines, I can make sure that this thing is straight in here. Or at least as straight as it can be on this page. So pressing it down, get my bone folder to make sure it's pressed all the way down. Okay, let's find another page. I did end up taping in the center of this because my thread was loose. But I might come in with some ribbon and just put it on this page. Since my stitching, I only did 3 stitches. It didn't go all the way to the top and bottom. Let me see if these are all the same size. I think they, nope, this one's wider than that one. This one the same width. Nope. So these two are wider for some reason. I don't know why. So let's put this one somewhere in the back signature. See, this one's loose now too. Probably gonna end up fixing that with some more tape because that's how I roll. Okay, I'm glad I checked because I was about to put that on the back of that page and I don't really want it on the back of a flag. Like, I don't mind putting it on something like this that's a pattern. Yes, I am. I am, I did not know Ford was going to be the king, but my parents and I are definitely going over there. I have to go over to Bo's. I have to go watch Bo. But I did not know that Ford was going to be the good king. That's so cute. I know that Julianne's been there all week. I think Nick's leaving tonight to go over there. Goo is family, you guys, for anybody that's wondering. That's why she's asking me if I'm going to Donna's, because Donna's my brother-in-law's aunt. And we're now that Emmy's here, we're definitely a lot closer with the Henrys than before. Especially extended family, which I love. You know what's funny, Goo? Earlier today, in Memories, popped up pictures from 3 years ago when y'all were at the parade with us, and Brooklyn was there, and I was like, oh, Brooklyn's changed so much. Because that's true. She has changed, because she's not little anymore. I might do this side tuck on this page. It's kind of American flagish, but it's not gonna annoy me that it's got the flag on the back. Yeah, that was the year that Emmy was the queen. We were talking about Ford the last time Julianne and Nick were over here. He was saying how Ford doesn't like to walk, and I'm like, that must be a Henry thing, because Emmy was the same exact way. Once that child got a handle on walking, she was running everywhere. She was not walking; she was running everywhere after that. And she only crawled for like a few weeks maybe, and then she was walking. It was all. It was all. Okay, I messed this up a little bit. I'm trying to fix it. Okay. Hopefully the glue stays. If it doesn't, I'll come back in with some more. I know! She's almost like in high school. Did you know that Emmy is going to a new school next year, Goo? She gets to go get fitted for her uniform on Monday. Julianne didn't tell me that little tidbit. I found that out on the school's website myself. Because I'm nosy. I'm the nosy nanny. I don't care who knows that either. Okay, let's go back in this one. And I might put one of these. Actually, I don't like putting them up at the top. They don't stay well if you put them up at the top. So I'm glad these are just stars and I can put them any which way I want because I don't like them up at the top. They do not stay well. I might actually end up putting these in the front and the back. Could put two of them in the back and just have one that's like higher up. Because I'm pretty sure I measured these the same. I might do that. What do y'all think? Top or bottom for the flag? Should I put it like this? Or should I have the flag up at the top? Y'all let me know what you think about that. I'm trying to find a place that I can put these that will not annoy me. I tend to like to put them on the same page because I like doing them at the top and bottom, but they do not hold things up at the top and the bottom the way that other things do. So, and then I have this piece that I'm going to use as a belly band somewhere in probably the front signature. Okay, Carla says top. That's what I was leaning towards. Let's see. Like that and the American. I'm much towards the front. I might as well just go and put these in here somewhere in the back. I don't want to cover up. I might do it like this instead of putting it in the center. Covington Academy. Okay, what is it called? The Academy of, oh my God, Classical Education. A lady was at, I was talking to this lady that works at the Hobby Lobby over here yesterday because I was wearing one of my autism shirts that I have, and I know that she has a relative that is autistic, and so we were talking, and I was telling her, and I was like, I can't for the life of me remember the name of that school off the top of my head. I'm like, I know the acronym is ACE. I was like, but I can't remember what the name of the school is. It's the new charter school that they built over here by Oshner. Well, it's not. Yeah, I guess it is kind of by Oshner. It's on Oshner Boulevard over here. So Emmy will be very close to our house now. So if she needs to be picked up for any extra reason, there's no reason my sister shouldn't be able to say, hey, Mom, Dad, can y'all go pick Emmy up? Because she's literally not that far away. She's closer than Starbucks and Hobby Lobby at that point. Okay. And then I have this belly band. Thinking I want to put it in this signature. I could be wrong. I don't know if I want to put it on this page or on this page. I'm leaning towards this one. Could put it further towards the middle though. Maybe this page. I'm not really good with belly bands, so I have no clue what I'm doing. I just know you're supposed to glue at the top and the bottom. So I'd like to thank Tamara for having me today. Tomorrow. Okay, T. Yeah, well, I don't go there anymore all the time because I finished up with my allergy shots last week. It's been 5 years and I'm done with the allergy shots, which is kind of a bummer because I really like my nurse. The nurse that did my allergy shots is actually the daughter of the guy my dad plays golf with now. So like I know her parents well. Her mom is adorable. But now I don't get to see her all the time. I made her give me a hug before I left. I was like, I'm not gonna see you, but we'll keep in touch through our parents. Because her mom will send her pictures of Emmy whenever she's over here. Like she'll get me and Emmy a picture together at Christmas when she's here for the Christmas party. And she sends it to her. Because I've shown the daughter pictures. But also, it's right by my Starbucks, and I love me a good Starbucks. If anybody saw my picture earlier today, they brought back the s'mores frappuccino. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to stop and make my parents stop and get me one of those on the way out on Saturday morning. Because I don't like cooking when I'm at Julian's house. That's just me. I don't like cooking. So we've glued all of our pockets in there. I'm going to put this aside, and we're going to work on trying to make ink. This is new. I just got it not long ago from, oh my God, why can't I think of words? Sam's. I'm looking at the name and I'm like, Members Mark is not the name of the store. Sam's. And obviously it's new because it still had that on there. A lot of people don't, but I've been going to Starbucks since they opened the one here when I was in high school. So from what I read, you do like half to 2/3 of the jar with the alcohol. And then you put the ink or the food color in. Hey, Marsha. Now, Marsha was doing trivia earlier, and I told her in the comments, I was like, Wendy won't let me do trivia on her page because she thinks I cheat. Actually, I didn't say that, but Wendy just won't let me do it because she knows I know the answers to so many things in life. And she won't let me answer questions anymore on trivia games. Okay. I just stole the food coloring out of my mom's kitchen stuff. She doesn't really use it anymore, so... And I had to steal the big red one because we've used all the red out of this from Christmas. We make shrimp molds, and that's what's in it. So we're going to see how this works. I have no clue how much is in here. Okay. It may need more. It may have needed less. I don't know. I am not afraid of saying I am smart. I have multiple degrees, so I've learned a lot of things over the years. People are always asking, oh, what is your degree? I have 4 degrees, for those who are wondering. I have a finance degree with a minor in management. I have a marketing degree. And I have a fashion merchandising degree. And I have an MBA. So for this one, I'm going to do actual ink with the alcohol. And we're just going to see how that works. The other one was food coloring. This one is ink. I have mica powder, but I also had this stuff out. So I was just like, you know what? Let's just try it. And these are bottles that I had gotten from Hobby Lobby that were on clearance. I don't know why they were getting rid of them, but they did. So I bought them. Okay, I'm going to try this on these doilies. Thank you, Miss Susan. Every time Sue is on, so I have a friend named Sadie, and she has a mom whose name is Sue. She sounds so much like Miss Sue. Every time I watch her, I think of my best friend. I'm always like, and I wanted to text my friend and tell her, like, there's this lady in our group that sounds just like your mom, and we call her Miss Sue also. I don't know if that one's going to work as well, but I'm just testing. I think I might have gone a little bit overboard with that spray. Just saying. Okay, I'm getting my heat tool so I can dry the ink, even though I know it's drying really fast. I know I really didn't need to do that. Okay, so the blue is not as blue as I would like it. I can't even see the blue. So I'm going to add food coloring. I'm not saying that the ink doesn't mix well and doesn't work. It's just too light for my liking. So I'm going to add food color. And they sell food color at the Dollar Tree, guys, for anybody wondering. So you don't need a ton of it. I think that was like 4 drops of this, and it probably was overkill. And if I find another spray bottle, y'all better believe I'm doing green next, because y'all know green's my favorite color ever. Everything I own not everything, but a lot of stuff in this room is green. Okay. You can't even see the blue on this one. You can see the red on that one. Oh, that's so cool to watch. I'm looking at the glass. I know this is weird. I'm looking at the glass, man, as the alcohol is evaporating. That's freaking awesome. And I did turn these over because this part kind of has a seal on it, the top part. So I'm using the bottom side. But for some reason, that's not, like, this blue is not showing up on it. There, maybe that'll work better. Because I want to mix them. I don't want them to be all white and pink. I made alcohol inks, or alcohol sprays, I guess, with food color and alcohol. And yes, the alcohol does evaporate fast. I just keep picking up the dang heat tool. I'm just going to keep spritzing them. Thanks, Carla. And then I'll find a place to put them in the journal, because I don't have a specific spot in mind for them, but... So I'm just letting them dry in between. So they're kind of layered, not just like... I don't want them bleeding and turning purple. That's what I'm getting at. I don't want purple. And y'all know red and blue make purple, right? Not that I don't like the color purple. I do like purple. It's one of my favorite colors besides green. But, you know, I don't want it on my Americana stuff. I kind of like the Americana stuff being, you know, red, white, and blue, not purple. Sure, Miss Carla knows why I like the color purple. Has to do with college. That's not the reason I like green, but the colors for my actual school that I went to was green and gold. And the colors from the college my dad went to, purple and gold, so. And my dad was wearing a shirt that I made for him the other day. I was like, or maybe today. No, I think it was yesterday when I saw him. I don't know. So you can kind of see the blue. It's very faint. It's very light. And then we have red. And this one has more spritzes, like more water dots from it that you can kind of see, which I really like that. I wish I could get it to do that more. I'm not going to overdo it. Yes, LSU, baby. That's where my dad went to school. He actually lived in the dorms that were in the stadium at LSU. I hope that doesn't turn purple on me for doing that, because that was not dried. And ink does not alcohol does not take long to dry. It just evaporates really fast. It's pretty cool watching it evaporate off of this glass mat. That was pretty cool. So now we have some stuff to put in there that's not as distressed as I would like it, because I like coffee right now. I love my coffee ink. But it's good enough for me. So let's clean the ink off of. This is a cleaner, it's not an ink. And it needs to be refilled because it's almost empty. But yeah, my dad went to college at LSU. And I was going to LSU games when I was in my mommy. Before I was born, I was going to LSU football games because my dad had season tickets since sometime in the 70s. Okay. I'm moving my heat tool because I don't really need it. I didn't really need it for this either, but I liked it. I think I am going to distress the edges with the ink to make it distressed, like vintage, not like ripping. I'm not doing a ton of it. I'm just going over it lightly on the edges. Just giving it a little bit of distressed color. Bringing in some of the brown, because the journal really is vintagey. I mean, those people that were on that second signature that I ended up putting in the front are very much vintage looking people. So I also have this tag and this paper clip that I did. And this tag, I don't know if I did it or not. I didn't. I want to put some lines on here. So instead of using my stamp, because it's underneath a ton of stuff and I don't feel like moving it, I am just going to use my little ruler and a pen. And I'm going to make lines. I'm trying to decide if I want to use a pen or a marker. I wish I had a black gel pen over here. I have a purple one, but I don't want to use the purple. Trying to see from across the room if I have a blue one over there. And or a red one. I'm going to go grab my other color pens real quick. I want to use those instead of my markers. Don't talk about me while I'm outside the room, because I'll see it when I get back. Okay. Apparently I don't have a red one, but I have green, blue. I might try this blue one. It's not a, I don't really want to use that one. Maybe we'll try this lighter one. I like these pens because they're the rollerball pens. They give you really good like thickness for your, and I have my purple one over here because I used that, but I don't think pink and I don't think orange or green, so I think we're gonna try this one and see how it works. I just want to see if it's gonna. Okay. I wanted to make sure it was working before I decided to actually make lines on this thing. So this is why I love this ruler, because I can line it up on both ends and it lines up at the bottom, so I can make sure my lines are straightish. So, oh, I have a line, you guys. I'm gonna let that dry for a second, because it is ink. I don't want to smear it with the ruler. And I didn't get it all the way to the edge right here, so I'm just going to take the ink pen and do that. Let's go up to the top. Hey, Miss Bonnie. So I don't need my ink to go all the way to the top, so I am going to take my ruler and line it up here. And I'm just going to make one line starting here. No, don't move on me, ruler. I need you to stay where you need to be. I did put a tab on this thing already. It was a tab I had punched out from some extra paper that I didn't end up using for anything. So I just had this. I love my tab punch that I use for this. It's like one of my favorite things that I bought. It's huge, and it wasn't like cheap, but I love it. It's double, it does both of them, so it's not like you don't have to fold the paper in half. And it is big. And I love how it comes out when you use it. Okay, so we're gonna go back and forth and make some lines. Let's see. I'm just gonna do a 1/2 of an inch between them. That way it's big enough. I don't know who's gonna want to use this, but you know, if they want to write big things, they have big gaps. And yes, I am flipping it back and forth because I can't do it one way without. That was not even straight on this one. That line is not straight. Oh well. Oh, I hear a Crafty Show. It was just that punch falling. Oh well, one of the lines isn't straight. Is it really surprising with me? Nope. Even with the ruler, I can't make straight lines. So, and then maybe we can decorate the front of it with stuff and put it back in that tag and stick the tag in the pocket. And then this is a altered paper clip that I did. This is just a scrap piece of paper, a scrap piece of lace, a button. This was a cutout, and this is a piece of chiffon. And it's just on. So I made it with these, they hold like embroidery flosses and stuff. Yay, go Miss Carla. So I'm not sure if I want to put something on the back to cover this. And this was just a scrap of burlap ribbon that I had. This isn't big enough to cover this. So I'm gonna have to find something to put back there, but for now it's just an altered paper clip. So let's see what we have that we could put on here. I still haven't found my fussy cuts. Still haven't found my fussy cuts, and I'm not happy. And I know wherever the fussy cuts are, I have this in there. I have all of these tags that I recut out in there. These I know are not in there, but these I can use as pockets in my journal because I made sure they were right. And then I have all of these that are just little cards that I'm going to put in that journal. And I know I have a ton of them. And I know I have these bookmarks. So yeah, I don't know where that stuff went, because this is where that fussy cut came from there. That cup of ice cream, not ice cream. I guess it's like a root beer float. That was from that. It was from the fussy cuts with that. So I don't really have that many fussy cuts now. Basically, the fussy cuts I have are the ones that I did from Miss. These are from Straight Jacket Jen. These bigger ones. And then I have some that were from Memorial Day that I got from Lisa Siegel from Vintage Roots Digital Designs Free Printables. So all of these are from Jen, and these are from Lisa. So I do have some of these that we could use. Fireworks. I might use one of these 1776 ones. I like this one. It says guaranteed sparkling showers, and it's got pictures of Roman candles on it. So I wouldn't put this on there because this is not a Memorial Day journal, but some of these, I mean, remember and honor, you could definitely use that. I like this one that says grateful, thankful, and blessed. Home of the Brave could go on there. I might put the Home of the Brave on here. And that'll be the one from that. Right there at the top. And I can always cut any of these. Oh, thank you, Miss Sue. I appreciate that. I might cut one of these to be smaller. I might cut these little kids to be smaller, because one of them has like a flag in their hand, so I'm not sad if I cut around them and the flag doesn't show. That's not gonna bother me. And these are my scissors. Like I know a bunch of people use these. These are my Tim Holtz. I love these scissors for cutting, especially fussy cutting, because this girl does not like having her fingers all cramped up in an opening for scissors. So that's why I like these, because all of my fingers fit in it. I'm gonna have to text my brother-in-law after I get off of this live to see if he's left yet, or if I need to go home and feed the dog, because I'm dog sitting again until the end of the weekend. Okay. Let's throw that over there. So we can put the little children on here. I can have the Home of the Brave. We could even go across the tab. It doesn't need I don't need to worry about the tab if it's covered or not. And then we can put Maybe the 1776 in the corner or something. I mean, I could put one of these Uncle Sam firecracker pieces. I mean, it's only slightly bigger than these. Old Glory. Oh, this one's actually cute. The Old Glory one with the eagle on the flag. Guaranteed extra loud. That's up my alley. I love fireworks. We were talking about that on a live recently of mine. There's another one that's that size. There are five of these little cards, which I'll show you guys. The little kids with the American flags. But I don't want to put it. And then these four with the fireworks, sparklers and boom. And then these four and these four Roman candle ones. And then it had four sparkler ones, but I'm not using the sparkler ones because they're all taller than this piece, so I don't want to use that. But I don't. Now I can't decide if I want to use the 1776 or if I want to use the Old Glory fireworks. What do y'all think? So I'm not using the little kids because we've already got people on here. And I don't like to have duplicates of things on my tags and cards and whatever the heck you're using. So we've got that. We've got Uncle Sam. We've got Bangers brand sparklers. I don't know if these kids are meant to be old or not. Like, not old, but like vintage from a different era. So I'm just going to take what's left on my ink, on my brush, and just distress these kids. Their shoes give off like colonial vibes. And just in case you're wondering, it's two little girls. It's not a little boy and a little girl. It's two little girls. This is why I wish I had my fussy cuts. I don't have enough things that I could use on here. Maybe we'll use the one that has the eagle on this one. I'm going to put the little kids over there. And I'm going to have to print out my fussy cuts again because I haven't found them yet. My fussy cuts have like little flowers and things. Ooh. I do have a couple things on my desk that I could put on here. I have this little butterfly that needs another coat of paint. And I have a heart that I did. I love little wood things. And I do have some of my little blue flowers that I haven't used. Maybe we'll put the heart. I like setting things out to see how it's going to look before I decide where I'm going to put anything. And I have these, and I have these little white, I forgot what they're called. They're the things that come off of, I think they're supposed to be baby's breath. Normally I would not use those scissors to cut this, but they were sitting there and I just grabbed them. So I could put the white in the middle and have that on there. I might do that. And maybe see if I can find a red flower out of my... Hey, Melissa. Okay, good. I was like, oh, please don't let me be overtime. Out of my flowers that I have for journaling. I just use those because they were very tiny and I really like them. I don't know if I have... Oh, I do have red ones, but I don't know if that'll work. I think that's too much red. From the red in the heart and the red in the flower. Maybe I'll find... Let's see if I have a blue one. The blue paper flowers are also pinky. Like they have the pink center and I don't like that. Maybe I'll do two of those flowers, one on either side and the heart in the center. Because I do have two of those flowers. I have more than two. I am working on the tag that was with... This is like a... I have a pocket on a tag and this was what was in it. And I did lines on the back of it with an ink pen. And I'm going to put it back in there, but I thought I would decorate it first. So I'm trying to decide what glue I want to use. I think I might use my tacky glue. Half the time I can't get that open. But I'm just going to use tacky glue on this. Because I was going to need the tacky glue for that flower anyway. And I figured with the layering, what else? That might work better. Got a little chillin'. I almost tore up that doily and put it behind them, but I didn't. I made some inks and I sprayed some doilies with the ink, the blue and the red. It's not vintagey enough for me to put on here, I don't think. Or it doesn't give me that feel. I'm like, which one was I going to use? The one with the eagle on it. This into a flower. This came off of a different pick. It was like a little pick that I had gotten from Magnolia Design Co. That was just it was literally just baby's breath. I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know if that's gonna stay. We're gonna try. We're gonna leave that there. I am gonna grab a Posca marker that I have sitting out, and I'm gonna color the butterfly darker. I don't remember what I painted this with. I do remember that I was gonna do it on this side, but it's got a shiny coat on it, and you couldn't do anything. And I haven't used this one yet. Y'all, I'm so excited. I got more Posca markers today. So for those of you that don't know, Posca is really good. I got a set of Posca markers with this size tip, the 5mm, from Sam's Club a while back. And then I bought some during an Amazon Prime Day, so I've slowly gotten more of this size. Well, for the Prime Day this month, well, I was going to say this month. It's not this month anymore. For Prime Day last month, they had a set of the finer tip ones, the 3mm ones. And I bought a whole set of them, and they came in yesterday. And I'm so excited to start trying to use them. And yes, I'm priming this because I've never used it before, so I needed to prime it. So I'm just going to paint the butterfly with this. I don't remember what I used to paint the butterfly originally, but it's very streaky and not dark enough for me. So we're painting it with the marker. I love these things. I love markers of any type, but paint markers, I've loved paint markers since I was a kid. My mom had paint markers when we were a kid that she used to let us use. I can never find my clown. I'll show you guys what I did with. My mom had this thing, and actually it's in here, and I can show you guys the pattern she used. She just had some pieces of wood, you know, like we all get, like, well, not we all, because I don't do it, but pieces of wood from your art or stores or whatever. And she had some scrap pieces, and she did an image on one of them for me and one of them for my sister, and then she gave us paint markers and was just like, here, color it. And I actually found the book in our utility room when I was helping her clean out. And I can show you guys. It's called Personalize It. Does this not give off 80s vibes? And see, the lady was using a paint marker. She's got a whole bunch of them in a cup right here. Actually, I don't know if y'all can see, but that cup is full of deco color paint markers. And my mom did a whole page with these. So this is the one that was on my sister's. And my sister's name is in the cloud. And so obviously she did it with graph paper. Let me find the one that I did, that she did for me, because it's in this book. This book smells like the 80s. This is the one she did for me. Or maybe she did this one for my sister and just put the sewn around it. She did this clown and one of these balloon sets. I don't remember which one. I'm thinking it was probably this one or this one, because I don't think it had the big thing. And then these were the letters that were on there. They were so cool. I swear this book smells like the 80s. Hey, look, it has my name there, just spelt wrong. But she must have done a bunch of these, because I can see pencil marks on a bunch of it. She's got like ice cream cone down here, a duck, the strawberries, a dog with a bone. Because I thought this was the one she did, but I think my sister's is that one with the bigger clouds. I don't think it's this one. I don't know, but if I ever find the wood pieces that we actually did those on, I'll show you guys. I'll take a picture of it and post it. I'm like trying to put this back and it's underneath stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work if you don't pick the stuff up, Amy. Just end up knocking everything over. I thought so. I found a ton of stuff in that utility room when we were cleaning it out, because we had to move everything out of it when they were redoing it. Okay, all this stuff back in here. And I'm just going to put all of this together in one. I'm just letting that dry. I think I want to do one of these tags to put in the book. I think I'm going to do that one right now. Grab my crocodile. Got 5 minutes. 5 whole minutes. Got my cropsodile. I'm honking it. This is a bigger tag, so I'm going to use the bigger punch. Using this one. And it's going to cut off part of whatever that was. It said 4th. I'm okay with that. Let's see. I don't know what I have over here, but we're just going to use a vintagey one, because I love my vintagey ones. Thanks, Tamara. Yeah, I loved all this. I have a ton of stuff on my mom's. My mom is not dead, by the way. She's just downstairs. Just want to mention that. I still have parents. It's not like they're gone. She used to do these wood kits for Christmas ornaments. They were like, I actually have the set in here. I'll go grab them after I do this. This isn't even centered. That is so off center, it's not even funny. Oh, thank you for having me, Tamara. So we've got that. I'll go grab them because they're in a bin that I can see from here. I didn't finish them. My mom was helping me paint her. She wasn't doing that great of a job. So it has this thing that tells you the colors you're supposed to use. Oh, I forgot I bought these. So it's a bunch of ornaments that are on a sheet that are cut out. So it's kind of like people doing wood cutouts today with the lasers nowadays. So I'll have y'all guess. Who do you think did this ornament? Versus who do you think did this ornament? I'll give you a hint. Mine's the one that looks good. And my mom knows it, because I was using a fine tip paintbrush and she was just making a mess. So, cat. So it's a bunch of them. I don't know where that came from. It's a bunch of them that were, you know, just push them out of the wood. This one was my mom. She paints faster than me, but I paint better than her. These are the ones I did. Are the ones that look good. So it kind of tells you what color you're supposed to use and stuff. We just used whatever color we had, but it's an entire like big sheet, and she had multiples. This is only like one of them, and we never finished them. And there's a bunch of them we didn't even start. These are the ones we didn't start. So you just push, like they're cutouts and they have like pictures on them. They're not engraved. So I know y'all can't really see the images that well on here. Well, you can kind of see this one. So it's not engraved. and they already have the holes punched out, and you literally just push them out of the wood. So we've got a school, a house, a church, a rocking horse, a snowman, another snow person, a teddy bear, the little toy soldier. I think that's all of them that were in here. I don't know why there's a random piece of, actually, my mom was probably using it to sand the side. I was about to say sandpaper. And then I did a gold star. I was working on a bell. And I haven't finished them, but she has a ton of these left. So one of these days, I'm going to go get some more of them out and finish them. That's a goal for Christmas. We'll do wood kit Christmas. I might do these for Wendy's event this month for Christmas in July. I might do something like that for that. So that's what we have. And then I just found these because I forgot that I bought them and they were just sitting over there. They are some of the shakers. Homemade apple jelly. A gingerbread house. These were from Cracker Barrel. I got the gold bell and the other gingerbread house. I think the bell was on sale when I got it. Yes, I could use the gold star. I need to get my mom to help me paint them, though. Like, I feel bad that I took them up here and I haven't done anything with them. I just don't want to break these. So let's all go watch Jamie, you guys. I will see you over in the comments and a little bit because I have to call my brother-in-law and see if I need to go feed the dog. So bye, guys. I might hop on tomorrow or Friday to work on the Disney Journal, so just be on the lookout.